Hi, welcome back. I'm just finishing planting up this pot with some spring colour because I want to add some more colour to my patio. And I've got Arician Bowls Mauve, which flowers pretty much all year round, and it starts flowering in the spring and it carries on through the autumn. It's a fantastic plant. It's a perennial, it flowers for ages, and I've got it with primula. Let me just finish doing this and then I'll take you on a little tour, which I hope will inspire you to add spring colour to your garden now, because it will really cheer you up. I'm really happy with my wall-mounted baskets. They're full of spring colour and they've really cheered me up on these grey days. So I really encourage you to do the same. Not expensive to do and just pack a punch. So I basically got primulas, trailing ivy and Narcissus tete-a-tete, which is now in flower, which is the focal point of the basket. I think they look really charming. I love Narcissus tete-a-tete and they look really sweet. And then I got conifers with primulas and variegated ivy, and then on the other side, the same combination of plants. And they've given me a lot of joy and they will carry on flowering. The primulas will carry on flowering. Narcissus tete-a-tete does flower for a little while, but the primulas will carry on through the spring. Next, Narcissus Paper White, which I absolutely love. It's just so pretty and so delicate. It's got these starry white flowers, really scented. Whenever I pass it, it just has a waft of scent. And I've planted it here with primulas, more primulas, the mainstay of the early spring garden. But they're really charming, these Narcissus Paper White. And I hope they come back next year because they don't work well in a frosty situation. So it depends how harsh the winter is, but they're still flowering. I planted them 2 or 3 weeks ago and they're still in flower and they're still looking lovely. Pretty shades. I really like this particular one, the Primula vulgaris type. It's a primrose type and it's got really pretty ruffled petals. I think it's really charming. And I've basically got a herbaceous perennial in the middle, which I've cut back, and then I just decorated the edge with a bit of spring colour. And now I want to show you some signs of spring. I'm really pleased because the bulbs that I planted in February, they were left over from the autumn. I didn't have time to plant them in the autumn. So I planted them just about 3 weeks ago in February and they're coming up. The shoots are beginning to emerge, so I'm really happy about that. I made a video on that in February. And now I've got some tulip bulbs which I planted in the autumn, so the traditional time to plant them. I planted them in this pot and covered them with chicken wire, and now is the moment to remove the chicken wire because the shoots are coming through and I don't want them to get enmeshed in the wire. I've got more bulbs in little pots behind me. Basically, I planted alliums and tulip bulbs which were left over from the autumn in little plastic pots. And when they've grown, I'm going to transfer them to my border. It's lovely to have bulbs in the garden. It's lovely watching them grow and pierce through the earth. And I really encourage you to have bulbs. Now, if you miss the opportunity to plant bulbs in the autumn, it's not too late. You can buy ready growing bulbs in the garden centre and they'll just give you so much pleasure and joy in the spring. I'm really delighted with this hanging basket. It's just coming on so nicely. And I love the colour of this particular primula. It's a sort of pinky orangey red, just lovely, and lots of different shades on the same plant. And it's full of buds, so it's just going to carry on giving and carry on flowering and give me a lot of joy. So I really encourage you to have a hanging basket. They'll add another dimension to your garden. This is the pot I've just planted. I've put it in position, very happy with that. We'll add lots of spring colour. And on passing, these are salvias, which I've just pruned. It's now a good time to prune salvias. So I hope this video has inspired you to get down to your local garden centre and buy some spring colour. It will really cheer you up. And if you'd like to find out how to prune salvias, check out my video that I made last year. And I'll see you there, or I'll see you in my next video.